Welcome, friends. Welcome to this first part of Argue in English fluently and confidently in High Courts and Supreme Courts, because majorly Argue in English is required in High Court and Supreme Court. So, being a practicing lawyer in Supreme Court, I will give each and every type of petition test to you. Every transfer petition, criminal, army matter, corporate matters, all type of matters, full bunch, drafting, annexure, everything I will provide. To prepare your arguments, you have to prepare argument, how to argue in the Supreme Court, how to argue in High Court, how to argue in District Court, how to argue in tribunals. Everything we will see step by step. We will take this total 16 part. In 16 part, our course will complete. And try to attend this program regularly when I call on to record this video. So regularly you attend that. And if anybody fails to attend, no issue. On the second day, third day, this program will be uploaded on group. So after that, watching that video, you can prepare according to that. Twice in a week, we will try to record this program. But if some emergency is there, so little bit one more to session may be a postpone also, but no issue. Total 16 part we have to complete. So 16 different type of segments, different type of test of matters I will teach you in argument. This course is not for drafting, and no need of any course for drafting, because drafting model, every drafting model is given in our procedural course. CPC drafts are there. In CRPC, drafts are there. So drafts are there. Main skill is required of argument skill. How to argue. What exactly the hunger of the district court? District court or trial courts wants to listen properly your facts, findings, evidences. So you have to focus there more. But when you are coming to High Court as an appeal, not as a writ petition, but when you are coming in High Court in appeal, that time you have to tell the law points there only. And when you are coming to Supreme Court, substantial question of law should be there. So different courts hunger is a different. So I will teach you all these things. So you will get benefit of this program, but step by step. So our program is classified generally. Every part is classified generally into 4 to 5 parts. So first part is our tenses. So in every part, you have to practice of tense. Second, vocabulary. So in your regular life, you should increase your legal vocabulary by at least reading a new 5 words, legal words. Read that word with its meaning and use that into your own sentences. So this will be a second part. Increase your vocabulary. I will give you the list of vocabulary also, but I will share you one important good videos. You listen that video, you find out the legal vocabulary, you find out its meaning, and you drop your finding into our group. So you will practically enlarge. So I will share you one videos. Then one simple petition. We will start with simple petition. So in Supreme Court, simple petition is transfer petition. From one state to another state, when transfer of one case to there, From one district to another district, transport can be done by the high courts, because high court have the jurisdiction of two districts in one state. So from same state, from one district to another district, transfer can be done by the high court. From same district, from one tehsil, transfer to another tehsil can be done by district court. But from one state to another state, the case transfer will be done by only apex court. So criminal transfer under section 406 of CRPC and civil case transfer under section 25 of CPC. So transfer petition are simple petitions. To draft it is simple, to argue it is simple, to get result it is simple. So today I will share you one transfer petition. Full bunch I will share you. Full bunch of transfer petition. You have to read it properly, find exactly how you can convince your judge within 1 or 2 minutes. You don't have more time in admission hearing. Supreme Court practice is completely different than any other court practice. Friends, I came here in Supreme Court from Bombay High Court practice at the age of my 54. In 2018, I came here. And when I attended Supreme Court, that time I comes to know my earlier practice is not supporting here. I have to start from basic things, because totally Supreme Court practice is different. But when you knows the apex court's finding, apex court's hunger, that time you will be master in district court also. You will be master in high court also. So today I will share you one transfer petition. And from next to next some episode, I will add fifth also. How to advise the client. For example, let me explain. Suppose one phone call to my PA is attending my calls. Sometimes I also attending my calls. So one call comes. Are you Advocate Jayprakash Somani, Supreme Court lawyer? Yes, yes, sir. Sir, I want to give one case to file in Supreme Court. So I regularly ask that person to send the High Court order. So first take the High Court order. And after getting High Court order, I will message him, okay, I will study it. Please call me tomorrow at 9 a.m. This is my regular practice. I don't have time to instantly read that order and give the reply. No. And that is not a good habit also. Don't give advice to any client immediately. Otherwise, he will feel you are a free lawyer. You don't have any matters in your hand. So take time. Take time, read proper. And so how to read the order, how to diagnose his problem, how to convince him to give matter to you, because there is a tremendous competition in court. He can give this case to any other lawyer also. But how you convince him? So that part is also the part of our course. How to advise the client. So from next to next, after a little bit sufficient practice, then I will give you that part also. I will show you some orders. You read the order, you find out the points, and then you prepare yourselves. And now this is your group. You can discuss to each other. You have the phone number of each other in these groups and take this benefit. And this group is here forever. So take the benefit of this group. Suppose Komal prepare some advice. Komal give that call to Pudrik and request him, let me give my opinion on this advice. Vice versa. You can talk on conference call like that. You have to practice yourself. Speaking art, arguing art, you have to develop. I am your guide only. If I continue speaking with you and no practice getting done from you, then this is useless job. Nobody can speak, argue in English without his own practice. So that practice is there. So friends, let's start with tense. You have to prepare one word file or on piece of paper the structure of tense. I will give you in a very simple way. 3 tenses are there. Basic tense 3. Present tense, past tense, future tense. Present tense which is happening now, currently. This is called present tense. Past tense which happened past. This is past tense. And which happens in future, that is future tense. And these 3 tense have 4 subtenses. So present tense have 4 subtenses: simple, continuous, perfect, and continuous perfect tense. So one tense have 4 subtenses. So 3 tenses have total 12 subtenses. So when you are master in this 12 format, grammatically you will not do any mistake. Just increase your vocabulary day by day then only. Use good legal word. But see who is judge. In High Court, Supreme Court, no problem. But when you are arguing English in district court, see the background of job. If judge is of the English medium background like that time using a proper word, English word, no problem. But when you are arguing in district court, and if judges are from local medium background, vernacular medium background, suppose some are from Marathi medium, some are from Gujarati medium, so they may not be a master in English. So use their simple English. But when you are arguing Hindi in High Court, Bombay High Court specifically, or in Supreme Court, that time you use your skill of language. I will provide you that. For example, let me manifest, Lordship, let me manifest some significance point of this case. This is a good English, illegal English. In simple English, we can tell, Lordship, let me explain, let me show you some important point. Important point and significant point are similar words. Significant is more powerful. Confidence is there. Let me tell you, let me manifest. Manifest means to reveal. So manifest, significant, like this. I want to, it is a pertinent to say. Such pertinent, such type of legal vocabulary you should increase. So I will share you in each part one video of best judge or best person who have the good vocabulary of English. So at home, you have to listen that video, find out your difficult word there, pause, play, find out the word, find out its meaning, type that, and put your finding in this groups. And listen that video again and again to get mastery on the legal English. I'm using very simple English here. Gradually, I will increase my level of English, and in last 16 part, then you will find a different English. If today I am using that English, that will be no use then. You will get tired then. Okay? You will get bored also sometime. Get tired of, because you don't know the meaning of that words. So this is our scenario of our each part. So now first part of tense. Today I will take simple tense. Simple tense. Simple present, simple past, simple future. Tomorrow will not tomorrow, but next part of this week. Maybe I'm thinking on coming Friday. I will take program again at 7 p.m. On that day, continuous tense we will see. Simple continuous, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. Like 4-part tense will work. And how to practice it, I will tell you. Verb is very important. There are 3 parts of the verb. Verb, its past tense and its past participle. For example, go, went, gone. So go, when you are using simple tense, use go. When you are using past tense, use went. And when you are using perfect tense, use past participle. Went. Go, went, gone. Gone is past participle. So I have find out for you 1,000 legal verbs. 1,000 legal verbs. I will give you that list to you. I will show you that list on screen, and then I will share you that list. And you take 5 verbs daily to practice. For example, I'm now practice. You have to write it at home. Today or tomorrow, I will share you this video. Then you pause, play, do that practice, which I am telling in video. So we take one verb, write. Write, wrote, written. Write is simple verb. Yani ki verb, not a simple verb. Wrote is past tense and written is third form, past participle. So I write, we write, you write, he write, she write, it write, they write. This is a structure. You have to write it down properly at home. I write, we write, you write. You is singular here. You write, it is you here plural. Single person here, you. Plural, you. Many are there. So you is singular also, you is plural also. He singular. He write, she write, it write, they write. This is a simple present tense. Now simple past tense. I wrote, we wrote, you wrote, he wrote, she wrote, it wrote, they wrote. I wrote, we wrote, you wrote, he wrote, she wrote, it wrote, they wrote. Now simple future tense. This is my instruction only. What exactly practice you have to do, I will tell you later on. Future tense. I will write. You can say I shall write also. In future tense, you can use will also, shall also. When there is a confirm, you will write in future. Confirmation is there. That time use shall. And you may write, you may not write. You can be forget to write. So when confirmation is not there, that time you can use will. So this is the difference between use and shall and will. I'm not master in English grammar. I'm not an English teacher also. I am a Marathi background student. Okay. Till 10th standard, I learned from Marathi medium in Maharashtra. Gradually, we develop our English. I'm not a present today master in English. But sufficient English, which is required to argue in the apex court, in international arbitration matter, at international level, that skill we acquire. And I want to give that skill to all those students who requires it. And who required this skill, I will tell you later. Let me finish first future, simple future tense. I will write, we will write. Don't forget the structure. I, we, you, he, she, it, they. I will write, we will write. You will write, you will write. He will write, she will write, it will write, they will write. When your future writing condition is confirmed, 100% confirm you will write in future. That time use shall. I shall write, we shall write. You shall write, you shall write. He shall write, she shall write, it shall write, they shall write. What is the difference between present tense, present simple and future simple? Because write is there, common. Main verb you are using. In past tense, you are using past tense. I wrote, you are using past tense. But in present and in future, you are using write, original verb. But in simple present, you are using I write. And for in future tense, you are using I will write. So will is there. When will is there, future tense is there. When will is not there, that is a simple tense. I have this is in written form. I have in Word file. I can show you, but no. It is your homework. You have to prepare one sheet on Word file or on paper and write down this format. Again, read, play this video again and again, read this again, write down that, and you have to use 5 different legal verbs for each tense. For example, argue. Take the verb argue. I argue, we argue. You argue, you argue. He argue, she argue, it argue, they argue. Simple present tense. Past present tense, I argued, we argued. You argued, he argued, she argued, it argued, they argued. Future tense, simple. I will argue. We will argue. You will argue. I'm using will because argue condition is not confirmed. May that matter will not list on that day. May that matter postponed. So arguing that particular case on that particular day is not confirmed. So I will not use shall. When confirmed date is there, then we can use the shall. But when confirmed date is there in court, but sometimes that matter is not listed, that will listed, but that will not attended by the court because of the paucity of the time. Paucity. This is the legal English. Paucity. Paucity. That means lack of time. At in our Supreme Court, 4 o'clock, bench are closing their work in regular manner. So at 4 o'clock, what remaining item number automatically get postponed. So on that day, you are not arguing. So arguing is not a confirm. So I'm not using shall, I am using will. I will argue, you will argue, you will, I will argue, we will argue, you will argue, you will argue, he will argue, she will argue, it will argue, they will argue. So this is the simple present, simple past, simple future tense. You have to write down on paper and use different 5 verbs. Let me share you the list of, I will show you the list of verbs. Just give me for few seconds. This is the, see, this is this folder. 100 English word form. Let me share that slide. See, these are the form. Past participle. This is a basic form. This is the past tense of that. This is past participle. And this is with SES attachments. And this is with ING attachment. For ING, it is for continuous ING is there. So it is in detail. And I have given you 1000 verbs. You will not find anywhere these legal verbs. So, abash, abashed, abashed, abet, abated, abated, abide, abode, abode, absorb, absorbed, absorbed, accept, accepted, accepted. Read all these. Read all these at home. Make it video. When you are reading this, first do the practice. Do the practice. And then make video and share. So make audio. Make audio and share in this group. And that audio is your teacher. You yourself is your teacher. Because that audio in free time you can play on your mobile while you are exercising regularly. Regular morning I'm exercising 45 minutes. So I'm really hearing different legal lectures like that. So you can use your own voice verbs. All these verbs. Enlarge, enlarge, enlarge. Enlighten, enlighten, enlighten. Enter, enter, enter. Any, erase, erased, erased. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1000 verbs are there, friends. Such type of treasury you have. So practice every day. You have to practice any 5 verbs in all these tenses. All these tenses. How many tenses are there? 12. How many you learn today? Only 3. Simple you are. Next part, continuous 3. Next to next part, perfect tense 3. And next to next part, then you will complete your 12 tenses and use regularly these 5 verbs. Okay, so this is my sharing for you. Now I am stopping the sharing. Okay. Then second part is vocabulary. Vocabulary I have legal vocabulary list. But this is somebody's list. Many vocabulary you have in this 100 verbs. I will show you the vocabulary list which I am going to share you. But you have to prepare your own vocabulary list also. How you will prepare your own vocabulary list? Just wait. First, I will share you. I have one vocabulary list. I will share you that. I have English grammar book also for you. I have taken this book. I will share you all these things. In these books, you are free your fees. You fees your fees. Such type of beautiful format like that, everything you will get, friends. This is the glossary. This is a glossary in common English. I will share you this. I will share you this in WhatsApp. WhatsApp group. You download it properly. See, acknowledgement, acquit. The acquit, हम बोलते हैं ना, acquittal. I got the acquittal. Yes, 2-3 days back, we got the acquittal of one criminal. Session court has given death penalty. That death penalty confirmed, that punishment confirmed by High Court, but High Court reduced that death penalty to life imprisonment. And when that matter comes into Supreme Court, we found the procedure, difference in procedure, break chain of the evidences. And when there is breaking chain of circumstances, evidence, that time chance to get acquitted. And that chance accused got. He get acquit. Acquit. What is acquit? The act of freeing a person from the charge of offense. From charge of offense by means of a decision, that is acquit. Action. Actual. So these are the words. These are the vocabulary from my side. But you have to find the vocabulary of your own also. And daily practice 5 new words in your own sentences. How to use own sentences? Suppose dismissal. What is the meaning of dismissal? Termination of proceedings for a procedure defect or failure to prove a claim. So on that day, judge dismissed that lawyer's matter, that client's matter. Just dismissed. Use in different 5 sentences. Same dismissal word, you have to use different. Unless and until you are using that vocabulary in your own word, you cannot get the mastery on the arguing in English. Friends, once you start in English, automatically you can speak in English. But what happened? Our regular surrounding is of mother tongue. In Delhi, we are speaking to each other in Hindi. In Maharashtra, we are speaking Marathi. In Gujarat, in Gujarati. In Komal state, they are speaking in Punjabi, Hindi. So we are thinking in that language. And all of a sudden, when we stand before the court of apex court or high court, that time, all of a sudden, we cannot speak in English. So little bit some words we take little bit pauses, but when you start, then you start. So I will give you exactly idea how to get confidence to speak in English before the court, even though you are from vernacular language. To whom my course is needed? A person who is weak in English, but sharp in mind. Sharp in mind, common sense he have powerful. He can diagnose any legal lacuna, legal problem he can diagnose, he knows everything, but he knows in mother tongue. He don't know English. So for such people, my course is the best. Second, who know English, they have from English background, English medium background. They don't have any problem of speaking English. But when they are standing before the court, they are getting frightened. They are getting trembling. They are shivering because there is a burden of the court. So this fear should not be there. So how you can overcome from this fear? This is the result of this program. This will be ultimate result of the program. When you are listening my video again and again and again, and act accordingly, according to my video, which I have given you instruction, act according to that. Practice at home. Daily give 2-3 hours. This is the part of your profession. I'm not telling you watch a movie. I'm not telling you watch videos of news. I'm not telling you watch anything, other things. I am giving you all the material from your legal fraternity work. So this is the part of your program. This is the part of your practice. So you have to give that time and you have to practice loudly at home. Loudly home. First try to speak properly, then proper pronunciation should be there. Then phonetic, I will teach you different phonetics also. How that word is pronounced by the US person, how that word is pronounced by UK person, how that word is pronounced by Australian person, how that word is pronounced by Japanese, how that word is pronounced by Chinese. I will give that also because that is useful to international arbitration matter arguing. You will argue in your language, no issue. But you have to understand that UK lawyer's argument. So you should know the accent of the UK persons also. So I will enlarge that knowledge also in this. You have to just practice that. So my instructor, this is our first part. So first part is more than 1 hour program of my instruction. This is my instructions only. I'm not teaching you anything now. I'm giving just instructions and showing some examples how to practice it. So this is the vocabulary from my side. Now I will share you one video of our current Chief Justice of India, okay, when he took the charge of Chief Justice of India on that day in SCBA, he gave one lecture. I will share you today that lecture in your group. In your group. For your listening properly, how fantastically vocabulary he is using. Dhananjay Chandrachud, D.Y. Chandrachud, one of the favorite judge of the young lawyers in our apex court. That is my favorite judge also. Even though I'm not young, but my favorite judge also. He's elder than me. I think my practice I started 89 and Chandrachud Saab started that practice, I think, in 83 something. So he's elder 4 to 5 years than me. But his piece of lectures, I will share you some of his videos frequently, some other videos also, which give you the legal vocabulary also, which you will get the art of arguing also. So my purpose is that to give you some video. Then listen me. You have to listen that video. First listen at a glance, enjoy that video. Okay. First listen, full video of 40 minutes. Don't pause anywhere. Then take pen and notebook. And again, play that Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud, Chief Justice of India's video again. And where you find a difficult word, pause there. Write that word. Find out its meaning on Google or in dictionary. Write its meaning. Write in one sentence. Use only one sentence. Okay, one sentence. You write one sentence of that particular word. Then again play. Find out second difficult word. Write that. And you have to share that list in this group. Whether you are practicing or not, I comes to know. I am not taking your examination. I will not give any gradation. But who will do as it is as per my instruction, he will be master in argument in apex court and high court. This is guarantee from me. This is 100% guarantee from me. And take your time. I have to complete it in 2 months. Not needed, you have to complete in 2 months. You complete in 4 months, 6 months, you have the video. You practice it again and again. You have everything, you have the folder. I will share all these things. So this is the second part. Third part of today's instruction is one transfer petition. Let me share you one transfer petitions and how to argue that art I will give you. Today, I will give you that art. You have to find out that points and you to argue. Okay, argue that. And you send your video of argument or you send your audio in this group after getting preparation. How to argue, I will tell you. Let me share first that. All cases I have handled. I am giving you all that cases which I have handled. I have handled in last 5 years more than 240 cases. More than my appearances before apex court are more than 800. In 1 year, 365 days are there. In 5 years, I attended so much course. God has given me chance to serve to the people of India. When I was practicing in Bombay High Court, I was used to serve to the people of the Maharashtra only. But when I come to apex court, by sacrificing my family is living in Pune. My wife is family court lawyer in Pune. But my family is living, but I am living here alone. I have my own flat, own office, everything here. I have the time, no family is here. My son, my daughter, married. I have the time, so I publish for 50 books also. If you go on Amazon and type Jayprakash Somani books, you will find my books on Supreme Court case laws. This is the grace of Lord Krishna has given me. I am zero. I am a very, very simple man, a very common-minded man, not talented, from Marathi medium background. But my guru, Nani Palkiwala, my guru, Acharya Chanakya, my teachers, my mother, father giving me the grace, my friends, and such very important cosmic energy in the form of Lord Krishna. I am getting that. So little bit work which I have been. So these are my folders of my different yeah, transfer petition. Suppose this is one transfer petition of Preeti Verma. Just I am showing you. Preeti Verma transfer petition. I will show you one bunch for study. Nobody sharing his own drafting to anybody, but I am sharing you all type of cases. Transfer, army matters I'm also handling, service matter I'm handling corporate matter, I'm handling that your income tax matters, I'm handling GST matters, I'm handling all matter. Because when I am leaving that case, other lawyer can handle, other lawyer will take that case. Then other lawyer is capable to handle, then why I should not? This is my simple philosophy. So I am getting each and every case. I have 12, 13 juniors also. I have 5 AORs with me. And with the grace of the Lord Krishna, these things is done. So this is a civil transfer. Sections 25 of Civil Procedure Code. Is civil, yes. This is a 13(1)(a) Hindu Marriage Act transfer. This is the format of draft of Supreme Court. Supreme Court drafting format is not given in CPC, CRPC. Supreme Court draft format is not given anywhere, but it is given in Supreme Court rules and Supreme Court procedures. In next part, I will share you that Supreme Court rules and Supreme Court procedures. First, before that, first develop your liking in this course. My today's purpose is to just develop your liking in this field, to acquire the knowledge of arguing English. So this is my today's first purpose, not to bother you. You have to work hard, you have to work 24 hours, then time you will become a good lawyer. No. Just give a regular time to increase your vocabulary, increase your power of the word. So this is the format. Supreme Court of India, original jurisdiction. You can read at home properly. Preeti Verma, this is cost title. With I, Randhir Kumar Oza, he is my AOR. I am not filing cases because I am arguing consent. My relatives ask me what you are doing in Supreme Court exactly. So I am telling them I am doing 3 things in Supreme Court. One is argue, second is argue, and third is also argue. I am doing only arguments. So other lawyers are matter, I am arguing. My matters, I am arguing. I am interested in argument only in Supreme Court. So I am interested in teaching in argument only, not teaching in drafting. Drafting format you have, you develop your skill. So this is the index. This is like, this is a rough draft. This is not final draft. And main drafting starts from here. This is synopsis. Synopsis means summary of that case. That the petitioner wife is filing the present petition under section 25 of the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. Read with the order 41 of Supreme Court Rule 2013. For the transfer petition under section 31(1)(a) of Hindu Marriage Act, 1955, being petition number. Which petition he have to transfer? That petition number. Petition number 272 of 221, 2021, titled as Dr. Rajnish versus Srimati Preeti Verma, pending before the court of the Principal Judge Family Court, Haridwar, Uttarakhand, and to the competent court at the Learned Family Court at Bareilly. From Haridwar to Bareilly, that transfer is required. And the list of date when marriage happens, like that, list of date. So this is the drafting. My team is working very hard on drafting. I have so many lawyers who are drafting good. Some lawyers are doing research, adding case laws. This is a simple matter. No more case laws is there required there. When case law is required to give in argument, when law is a little bit in ambiguity, in puzzling. Ambiguity is a legal word. Simple word is puzzling. When law word is puzzling, this meaning also, that meaning also, which meaning just should take, which meaning you wish just should take that meaning. So this is called ambiguity. So in legal practice, word practice, you will find these words. So this is the, I think this is the history. I am giving this case to you for argument. So for argument, you have to read the whole case, whole draft. And then exactly which point you should argue before the court, I will tell you. Same transfer petition, you can argue in High Court. From one district to another district transfer. That time section will be changed there. Same transfer petition, you can argue in district court from one tehsil transfer to another tehsil transfer, friends. First, let me show you the total draft. This is the main draft of transfer petition. This is the facts of this case. Put the facts which already in case in earlier court case you will get that facts. You will get that grounds also. You have to put new ground here. This is the facts. Transfer petition argument is depend upon grounds only. This is fact. This is annexures. These are the grounds. You have to argue transfer petition on the basis of the ground. Substantial question of laws, constitutional question of laws are not important in the argument of the transfer petition in Supreme Court. Remember my sentence carefully. In Supreme Court, in regular cases, you have to focus on substantial question of laws, constitutional question of laws, your constitutional right, your legal right, you have to focus with sections of infringement of that particular right. In regular matter, but in transfer matter, transfer jurisdiction is Supreme Court's original jurisdiction. I will share you some my videos, my personal videos also to watch you. Just for example, jurisdiction of Supreme Court. My two types of videos are there. One is for general public, 10-15 minutes video for general public, and one video is for lawyers. So Supreme Court rules and procedure, one video is there of mine for lawyers. That is 2 hours webinar. Gradually, thoda, you can watch that. But as a layman, a small video, 10 to 15 minutes, you listen that. So you comes to know what are the doors of the Supreme Court. So transfer petition, writ petition, SLP, statutory appeals, review petition, curative petition are different type of the matters in Supreme Court handled by. Supreme Court is the OSIN. All high courts matter are coming to Supreme Court. All appellate tribunals matter are coming to Supreme Court, or RB tribunals are coming to Supreme Court. So all rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, Kaveri, Godavari, are coming to the ocean of Supreme Court. And I am giving you a taste of that ocean, all type of matter. Fortunately, with the grace of God, I have handled it successfully. So these are the grounds. You read that ground properly. And you have to prepare your argument only in 2 to 3 minutes. I will tell you. This is the prayer. Okay, this is affidavit of AOR, affidavit party. This is affidavit of AOR, stay order, like this, stay prayer. Application of not to file official translation, like that. These are the some applications. In transfer petition, you have to argue on Lordship, I am from petitioner wife, or I am from petitioner husband. If husband is filing the transfer petition, so you are on behalf of petitioner husband. When wife is filing the transfer petition, you are on behalf of wife. So I am on behalf of petitioner wife. I filed this transfer petition before Honorable Court, and my respectful submission on only 3 grounds. Lordship, distance between these 2 cities is more. What exactly kilometer, you can argue in that. Then wife don't have any earning source. She is living with her old parents, no earning source. She cannot come regularly to visit or attending these regular debts. So only point, you show the only point. Distance between these 2 cities is this. No earning source to the wife. If small children is there, she have one baby, little baby. Only on 3 to 4 grounds, your matters will notice. When Supreme Court notice your matter, your case get admitted. This is the most important task in the apex court, to get matter admitted. This is not important task in the lower courts. Sorry, I'm using wrong word, lower court. No lower court. All courts are equal in nature, but their jurisdictions are different. So my intention is to use trial court, where original trial is there. When appellate court, district appellate court. When JMFC trial is there, then district appellate court is appellate court. Then high court is second appellate court. And when substantial question of laws is there, then Supreme Court. Supreme Court is a final appellate court of the land. But Supreme Court is bigger court and trial court is a smaller court. No. Trial court have different jurisdiction and Supreme Court have a different jurisdiction. But the power, procedure, every judge have that. So there should not be use of lower court or higher court. Trial court, appellate court, like that. So I have used wrong word. In daily talking, sometimes we are using wrong word, but some judges are correcting that. No, Mr. Somani, no lower court, trial court. Trial court, city civil court, like that. Senior division court, junior division court, such type of courts are. So, friend, in transfer petition, only 3 to 4 grounds when you are speaking. Sometimes judge accept on first ground only. First ground only. When they accept this case is likely to accepted, they directly dictate a notice and stay granted. In transfer matter, they are issuing notice and they give the stay. So argument should be in 3 to 4 sentences. Now, you have the draft. I will share you today or tomorrow this draft, mostly today in your group. You do one folder on your computer. Give the name of that folder AEFC, argument in English fluently and confidently. Okay. And in folder, that folder, open one another folder. Today, part one date, that folder. And in that folder, whatever material I will send on this group, you download there in that folder. So in that one folder of particular part one, you have the material. And you run this video again and practice as per my instruction. Remember that whenever you will feel weak in arguing English, that means you have not followed my instructions. But jage tab savera. Whenever you want, you can get that practice because you have the study material, you have my video, but you have the chance to get mastery on this only for 6 months. Because after 6 months, my video will not be there with you, but study material will be there because study material you have already downloaded with you. So friends, take it seriously and read that total draft properly. Read ground. I have already instructed you have only 3 to 4 minutes to speak before the honorable court. Use word lordship. Use word milord. Use word my lord. Don't use your honor because some judges don't like your honor. Don't use your honor. Don't use you. Sometime we are using lordship. I hope you will understand properly. I hope you have understand. No. Lordship, I hope lordship have understand. Milord, I hope milord have understand. Don't use word you when you are arguing in the court. In lower court, in trial court or high court or supreme court. In any court, when you are arguing, don't use word you. In Hindi, that is different. When you are arguing in Hindi, you are using janab, aap. There is a respectful words because Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati are ancient languages. More history is there. They have a different words to show a perfect relation. Mami, chachi, different word. Chachi, perfect relation. Auntie. But in English, auntie is there. Auntie, only auntie. Mami ko bhi auntie, chachi ko bhi auntie. So because English is a new language. Development is going on in that language. New word is coming in that language. But why English is famous? Why our Marathi, Hindi or English, Devanagari are not famous in the world? Because of the scripts. English we are using only in 26 words. Remember this point. Carefully give attention on this point. If you are writing spelling of Dhaneshwar, you are using only 26 words. Velanti, Ukar, Kana, Matra, everything in 26 words. Vyanjan, Swar, vowels, articles in 26 words. English is not beyond 26 letters. But when you are thinking about Marathi or Hindi, how many words are there? K, ka, ki, ku, ke, kai, kau, kam, ka. K, kh, g, g, gya. 36 main words. And k, ka, ki, ku, is 12. K is converted into 12 different formats. K, ka, ki, ku, ke, kai, kau, kam, ka. That means 36 multiplied by 12. When you have the knowledge of 430 words, that time you can write Hindi, or you can write in Marathi, or you can write in Gujarati. But English have only 26 letters. So English is fast growing language in the world because of simplicity. So only fluency in speaking English, we don't have the habit. So we have to develop that by practicing it regularly. So you have to read that draft of transfer petition, civil transfer petition, which I am sharing you. I will share you full bunch. I have shown you the Preeti Verma, but I will share you full bunch of draft. Full bunch means with annexures, everything properly, full bunch. And you go to annexures, read that properly, everything. But you have to argue in 3 minutes. So prepare your argument in 3 minutes only on paper, and then record that on video or on audio and share that into our group. Take your time. Take 1 day, take 2 days. Don't take 8 days, because before that second part will come. Before that third part will come. I have already announced on coming Friday, we will take second part, because I have to complete 16 part within 2 months. So not in 2 months, in 3 months, but we have to complete. So this is the instruction of the part 1. I hope you understand all this instruction. I hope you will practice it properly. Let me revise what exactly practice you have to do after this part. Listen this video properly. First, you have to practice tense, simple tense, which I have already given. Write on paper, write that, and use 5 verbs. Then I have given the list of verbs. So all 1,000 verbs in one glance you cannot read and cannot record. I know that. But at least 50 verbs you read and record in your audio. And if you can record more, you can record more. But in tenses, use at least 5 different verbs. Use go, use write, use argue, use draft. You are use different verbs. Different verbs are there. 1,000 verb folder I will share with you. So this is the practice for tense. Then practice of vocabulary. Vocabulary, I have given you vocabulary. You take only 2 words from that vocabulary. See the meanings. Use in own sentences, but 5 different sentences. Use vocabulary in your own 5 different sentences and record that in audio. And share that. Don't share one. But you do perfect your homework properly, then share at a class. So all will access now, that all will access. So that will be great. One or less homework you have not done, don't take any botheration. If you have done homework but you forget to share it in the group, don't take botheration, but try to share it, because that will please to me. That please to me. You are following my instruction. I comes to know. So that will give motivation to motivate me do your homework properly. So this is the second part, vocabulary. Third part, read CJI D.Y. Chandrachud's. Watch that video carefully. Find out the different word. Make the list of your own vocabulary from that particular video and share that vocabulary with its one line using in your own sentences and share that into. This is the third. And fourth practice you have to do, read the transfer petition, full transfer petition from index to last. But for argument, you have to argue on grounds and you have only 3 minutes. So in 3 minutes, you have to point out proper grounds so that, and I have already given that training to you. So as per that training, you have to argue that. So this is the part 1, friends. Thank you. Thank you very much for carefully and peacefully listening. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram. Thank you. Thank you.